Hi, my YouTube people. Welcome to today's newest episode, where, of course, we have another channeled messages for anyone who needs to hear them. This is for the month of June 2022, but if you end up watching this later, then, stick around because there definitely may be some messages for you anyway, all right? Let's go ahead and get right into it. If you're new to my channel, I am Lamarr Townsend Tarot. I'm a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. I am available for personal readings, and I would love to read for you. You can text me at 703-791-9162. All right. You can also visit my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, which will be the easiest way to book your reading with me. This is my website, so once you reach this page, you know you're on the right page. All right. Scroll down. Look at everything, take a look around, follow me on my Twitch, of course, YouTube, subscribe, like, share, become a member of my Patreon, and check out my podcast on Spotify, Google, Anchor, and more. I actually just posted a psychic reading on my Patreon yesterday, or earlier today, about the future of the world, all right, from now and beyond. Okay, so also follow me on my Instagram and Facebook down here if you so please. But of course, once again, if you want a reading, scroll up, go directly to the store section of my website at the top menu, and then you can scroll down and view all the rates, services, products that I do offer. I do birth chart readings, I do mediumship readings if you want to connect to those who have passed on. I do past life readings if you want to learn about your past lives. I do phone psychic tarot readings, email psychic tarot readings, video recorded psychic tarot readings. I do astrology classes, tarot classes. I also do spiritual self-development classes. I do dream interpretation readings. I do candles, like I said, and so much more. I also sell African black soap and satin washcloths that I sew myself. So if you'd be interested in any of those things, once again, do not hesitate to check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. It says right here, as always, phone readings have same-day priority, all right? All other readings take 1 to 3 days or less, all right, depending on how busy I am when you buy it. Typically 1 to 3 days or less is what you can expect to get your reading back to you, all right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I want to do a quick singing bowl, all right, to really channel the energy and cleanse. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and clearing the energy of the space and allowing me to connect to the energies of the collective. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my mind, and my emotions. Thank you for protecting the energy, thoughts, minds, and emotions of those watching this video. In the name of the Mother, the Daughter, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen, amen, amen. Alright. Alright, you guys. That felt good. Got the energy cleared in the room. Let's go ahead and get into it and start channeling. And some messages for those who need to hear them. Alright. The first thing I'm seeing is a trophy. So I feel like there's something about a trophy being won or a trophy being awarded to someone. It almost was like a child, a kid or something like that. Or it could be maybe being awarded a trophy of some sort brings out the inner child or inner kid in you or someone else. But then I get literally like it's almost like someone puts the trophy on top of the car. And this, I don't understand how this would make sense at all, but things happen. Spirit is showing me someone putting the trophy on top of the car. And it's almost like, you know how sometimes people put like beds and stuff on top of the car and they strap it down? It's almost like Spirit is showing me strapping the award down on the car. But then also I'm being shown it just sitting on the car without being kind of like, tied down. And then maybe someone moves the car, or someone drives off not knowing that the award's on top of the car, and the award falls and breaks kind of thing. So it's almost like a lesson in fragility, or a lesson in truly being grateful for something, or a lesson in looking at yourself on a deeper level, or someone looking at themselves on a deeper level. Was it really the award you wanted, or did you just want the adulation and excitement around you and people happy for you? Two different things, right? You can also go two different ways of going about getting those things rather than winning an award. You know, so that's kind of weird. That's not to say that like you shouldn't pursue award. I just heard award season, so maybe we're talking about an industry or a situation, an event that deals with award season around this time in maybe June. All right. So let's go ahead and see what other messages Spirit has for us. I'm literally seeing almost like a cell phone. It's almost like some new cell phone could come out, but it literally feels like a house phone. But it's super modern, super sleek. I feel like it's very thin. I feel like the buttons on it are very thin. Um, it could have some smartphone capabilities, but it feels like connected to the household. Like I almost feel like there could be a phone, a household phone that could be sold. It's like who really needs a household phone, right? Um, Especially when we all have cell phones, but there's something about maybe using it as a backup, a household phone, not a handheld phone, or using it for other purposes. I feel like we could see a comeback of household phones and their more modern counterpart. And I feel like you sit it in something to charge it. It's very interesting. Very interesting, Spirit. Okay, let's see what other things we have going on. What other messages does Spirit have? I'm hearing medicine. Some of you may want to stock up on medicine. I feel like particularly over-the-counter medicine, because there could be shortages. I literally just also saw toothbrushes, so that's interesting. There could be shortages or issues with toothbrushes, medicine. So it's like I'm definitely not saying go hard and grab all the ones you see in the store because that's selfish, right? In my personal belief, I think that's selfish. But I'm saying like maybe usually maybe say you take allergy medicine and it's like usually you take that last pill and it's like okay I'll go later and get another bottle, I'll go tomorrow and get another bottle. It's 24 hours anyway. Well, then you go to get your new bottle of allergy medicine, and you can't find it. Maybe you have to travel, 10 miles, or so, out the way to go get what you need, kind of thing. Like, otherwise, your allergies will suffer, right? There also could be something about finding holistic ways to also counteract any physical issues you may be experiencing. One thing for me personally that I'm a big fan of lately is juicing. All right, and well, actually, this is blended. All right, so but it's all natural raw fruit, and it really detoxes the body. All right, cleanses the gut, cleanses the colon, which are also the gut and the colon are big sources of inflammation. All over the whole body, especially when it's impacted or there's issues with the gut or colon. All right, just from my research personally, right? Um, I'm seeing something about birds, and it almost looks like a formation towards the sun. And I don't think they're literally going towards the sun, because do they want a death wish or something? But yeah, I'm seeing something metaphorically about birds like going towards the sun, and it looks like a sunset. A sunset. I feel like I'm looking up, and I feel like whatever this is going on with these birds in this sunset, I feel like it's a sign. So for some of you, and it kind of feels like to me a sign in the form of like maybe you just had an interview that day, right? And you're feeling good about it. Maybe there's a little bit of apprehension or worry. Did they like me? Did I say something wrong? Blah 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 blah. But then maybe you're walking on the beach or you're walking, I don't know, to the store or something like that, and you look up and you see these birds what looks like they're floating towards or they're flying towards the sun. Now, I will say astrologically, if we're going to look at this deeper, all right, you know, my mind goes a million miles an hour. Just keep up with me, all right? Astrologically, the sun deals with new beginnings, all right? The sun also deals with your sense of self expression, creativity, also can deal with romance, all right? Birds they deal with air, so air deals with communication. They're going towards the sun, so we could think of it as maybe there's communication coming that could deal with a new beginning, that could deal with romance in some way, shape, or form. Either way, if you look up, I'm saying all this to say, if you end up looking up one day and see birds flying towards the sun in a weird fashion or sunset like fashion, know that that's a sign of some sort. And in order to figure out what the sign means, pay attention to what you're thinking about, feeling, worried about, stressed about, whatever it is in that moment you see and look up at that. Or I just see something about birds, all right? Birds in the sun, it could be separate moments. They may not be flying towards the sun, but there could be something prominent about birds over here and then the sun over there. Still the same message, still the same meaning, okay? Just different context and circumstance. Right. I hope I explained that well, Spirit. Let's go ahead and see what other things you have to say. I'm seeing something about air pressure in the home or air quality. It feels like something dealing with humidity coupled with like something in the air that's causing pressure. Like I'm literally seeing a glass just break out of nowhere. And it's like, how did that happen? It's possible that, you know, the glass had little cracks in it already, but there's something with the air pressure, maybe what's in the glass, that caused it to just almost like mysteriously combust. I don't know exactly what that means, but some of you need to pay attention to the air quality, the air pressure in your home, particularly during these hot seasons that, you know, a lot of people in the world are dealing with right now. Um, Man, I'm literally just heard David Bowie's song Under Pressure. Um, some of you, this is kind of odd. Some of you need to stretch to move the energy in your body. Whether you stretch at the beginning of the day, the end of the day, there's something where if you suffer from joint issues, I don't know why I'm literally seeing skin issues, um, or aches and pains, there's a need to like stretch, incorporate stretching into your daily habits. Doesn't have to be anything extensive, can be something like, you know, 5 minutes. Something good for that may also be yoga. Because I feel like for some of you out there, Spirit's giving me this energy where there's a lot of stagnation in the body. And what that means is that there's a lot of like energy points, like almost like I'm hearing dead energy points. It's not like literally dead, but it's like the energy's not going anywhere. It's concentrated maybe in your shoulders, in your back, in your stomach, in your gut, or in your legs, in your joints. And there's energy being stored there, whether good or bad. In this case, it would be bad, especially if it's causing issues, where there's a need to kind of let the energy flow throughout the body easier. This could also deal with realigning your chakras. There's something about stretching yoga that could be beneficial for that, whether you are male or female. Particularly if you're older and above the age of, I would say, 25. Alright. There's a need to incorporate stretching. I feel like there's something also about the moon cycles that are going to be very potent coming up, maybe this month, or the month of June, or sometime moving forward. I see very potent moon cycles in the sky, like planetary wise. Sorry, messing with the microphone. Um, I'm hearing hair loss, hair loss. Almost like I'm hearing like an epidemic of some sort, like not literally, like the one we just experienced with COVID, but maybe there's like something where a lot of people may suddenly be coming up with like experiencing hair loss issues or scalp issues. It could deal with something in the water. Maybe there's a need to filter the water, or I'm hearing hormonal. It could be something in the diet. All right. I feel like this is both men and women. I literally just heard atopical issues. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds like a medical term, right? Atopical issues. I'm seeing something overhead, like an overhead having balancing issues or falling almost. It's almost like Spirit is saying, look up, look around you, be aware of your surroundings. Be more aware. Like, that's what I feel like Spirit is trying to say. This is weird. Okay, some of you may be experiencing issues with pests around the home, rodents, because I'm seeing particularly rodents. I feel like there's something obviously about be careful of how you store your trash. Make sure you store your trash properly, or pay attention to how you're storing your trash if you're having any issues with pests in the home, rodents, bugs, whatever this or that. Um, there also could be something with like something may need to be redone around the home. It's like maybe the walls need to be redone. Maybe they haven't been redone. Maybe like the panels need to be taken down. It needs to be restructured. It's like cleaning and gutting something out so that a new structure can be placed in, and then therefore I feel like the pests or rodent whatever it is issue will subside greatly. All right. So it could be two or one things. It could be something with how you're storing your garbage, or something with the structure of your home. Maybe there's something like maybe you're getting rodents, pests due to like a hole in the wall or something like that. Maybe you can't even see the hole in the wall, but if there's a little hole in the wall, all the pests have to do is find the next hole to get in. All right. So there could also be something about in the wall as well. That's okay. I'm like hyperventilating because I can't stand pests or bugs or rodents. So I'm like, can we move on, Spirit? Because I'm getting a little nervous with that one. All right. I think this is a season. I know we're still technically in dealing with, the virus, but I think this is a season where the kids need to get out and play. So, it's May. We're going into June at the filming of this video. Typically, depending on where you live, these are the seasons, the times when it's a little bit hotter outside. It's a little bit nicer. People are more outside more often, usually, right? There's something where, like, get the kids outside and let them play. Like, particularly if they're, like, constantly stuck inside. You know, fill up some balloons with water. Let them have a water balloon fight. A water, bazooka fight, whatever you want to say, let them play kickball, dodgeball, or maybe not dodgeball, but kickball, um, things like this, right? I feel like the kids need that. I feel like everyone, if you can, kind of needs to get outside and get some fresh air, get some vitamin D. Even if you're just going walking, even if you're just kind of running errands, I feel like there's a need to really connect with nature. I think nature wants to connect with us, and we need to connect with nature because there are answers that lie there. It's kind of like the energy of maybe you've had a stressful day, so you go on a walk in nature to clear your mind. And 9 times out of 10, if you leave your home, stressed, frustrated, upset, but then you go and walk out in nature and then come back, that same frustration or upsetness may not be there as much or to the degree it was before you left. Does that make sense? Like there's something about nature and just walking in nature, being in nature, letting the breeze flow by you, getting that, beautiful oxygen and, the photosynthesis, and, it's just a lot going on in nature, right? I think we need that. I think there's a reason why animals thrive in nature, wild animals thrive in nature, including, stray cats and stray dogs and stuff like that, is because they get it. It's about communicating, right, with nature, hearing what nature has to say, all right? All right, you guys, I think I'm going to end there. I hope this was a good one for you all. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Remember, if you want your own personal reading, I am available on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Do not hesitate to reach out. I'll see you in the next video. I'll see you in your own personal reading. Either way, I will see you soon. Love and light. God bless.